مرحب مرحب يا هلال، أهلا أهلا كيف الحال؟ مرحب مرحب يا هلال، أهلا أهلا كيف الحال؟ قد غبت وإليك اشتقنا، وانتهى بعدك صار وصال. نعطي صبرا نأخذ أجرا، والله يرانا ويسمعنا. نغفر زلا نوصل أهلا، لأن رمضان يجمعنا. نعطي صبرا نأخذ أجرا، والله يرانا ويسمعنا. نغفر زلا نوصل أهلا، لأن رمضان يجمعنا، لأن رمضان يجمعنا.
And I just really want to thank each and every single one of you coming here, and it's to learn about Ramadan, experience Ramadan with your Muslim community, because it really means a lot to us, and that support is exactly the reason we started in 2017, and that unity is there, and I know for sure this will help as us as allies to combat all sorts of hate and Islamophobia. So thank you. So start time, 7:15. Okay, we're running a little bit late, so I gotta go fast. So we always start all of our events with like a Quranic citation. So with that, I'll ask Manar Shwedi. She's a grade 6 Fort McMurray Islamic School student. She'll recite a few verses of the Quran.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن هدى للناس وبينات من الهدى والفرقان، فمن شهد منكم الشهر فليصم، ومن كان مريضا أو على سفر فعدة من أيام أخر، يريد الله بكم اليسر ولا يريد بكم العسر، ولتكملوا العدة ولتكبروا الله على ما هداكم ولعلكم تشكرون. وإذا سألك عبادي عني فإني قريب أجيب دعوة الداع إذا دعان، فليستجيبوا لي وليؤمنوا بي لعلهم يرشدون. صدق الله العظيم.
Thank you so much, Manar.
Ramadan is the name of the 9th lunar month of the Islamic calendar. And this year, March 22nd, and it will last for 29 or 30 days. Approximately 1.9 billion Muslims around the world observe Ramadan. There are approximately 5,000 Muslims living in Fort McMurray, so we all observe likewise this important act of worship here together in congregation. Now, looking at the pillars of Islam, this falls as number 3, the very first pillar of Islam, testimony of faith. Then we have the prayers, the fasting of the month of Ramadan, giving in charity, and then the pilgrimage. The number 3 is fasting, which we're observing right now. Now, why Muslims fast during Ramadan? We have in the words of Allah, translated, O you who believe, fasting has been prescribed upon you, as it was prescribed upon those before you, so that you may attain piety, taqwa. Moving on to why it is important to Muslims. There are many reasons, of course, but I will say to you a few of them. The very first one is that Muslims believe the Quran was revealed in the month of Ramadan. As you heard, who recited the Quran. She read those verses where we believe, yes, the Quran was revealed in the month of Ramadan. We spend more time reading and reflecting on the Quran. Furthermore, for every one of us, it is a time of self-reflection and spiritual growth. We look at what we have and look at those who are less fortunate. Make an effort to help those in need. So it's a very important month to us overall. It's a time to be thankful for the blessings that we have. There's so much that we look back upon and think, of those great blessings God has given us. So we're thankful to Him for all of that. It's a month of blessing, mercy, and forgiveness. A month of generosity and charity. And fasting is also seen as a way for one to control their desires, to become more patient, and to break bad habits. So these are very important reasons, some of the important reasons as to why we fast. So what is fasting and who is required to fast? So we have any healthy adult Muslim. They're required to fast in Ramadan. Now fasting is more than simply abstaining from food and drink. It also includes no beverages, not even water, no smoking, no foul language, no gossiping. Kids, women who are pregnant, and those who are sick or traveling are not required to fast. Those who can fast will donate to people who are terminally ill. They have a medical reason. In that case, they donate the cost of one meal per day to those who are in need, the poor need. These donations feed millions of needy people around the world that are suffering from poverty. So we'll go through a typical day in Ramadan. I'm sure you've many of you fasted. So just to kind of have a run through. We generally get up before dawn for the pre-dawn meal. This is an area that's called Sukkot. This is before 5 a.m. So many will get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, 4:30 in the morning. You may pray a few prayers, and at that time have that pre-dawn meal. And they would fast from that point all the way till the sunset. Now at sunset, we break the fast, which is roughly at 8 o'clock today, 8 or 5 I believe. And it is common to host community dinners, as you are all here tonight for this community event. Furthermore, we have a special prayer that is performed at night after 11 p.m. So this will last for an hour roughly. And we have a lot in the community attending to perform this prayer. So here just taking kind of a breakdown. Ramadan timings, just to kind of give you an idea, because it never is in the same month. It shifts as the year goes on, and the years go on. I believe this was for my previous, I was there as well, so but nonetheless, we're moving on to see how we celebrate this month around the world. Now here, as you see in our typical day, one morning, to the point that we break our fast before the night prayer, around the world, there are certain cultures that they have these massive congregation events where everybody breaks the fast together. Not just a few hundred, but a few thousand or thousands of people attend each of these events. I think my time has come, and I'll give it to Brother Nassim to continue. Thank you.
Okay. Maybe the quiz information is still going on, so please pay attention. I just say a message for leaders. We have a lot of community leaders here. I would like to include this in any of our sessions here at the mosque. As you know, Ramadan is very important, as the Sheikh mentioned, as well as the Eid celebration. There's a lot of prayers, community gatherings. So, give your Muslim employees, students the opportunity to take, time off or vacation, mainly for the employees in Ramadan, as well as to celebrate the Eid celebrations. Give them an opportunity to share what Ramadan means to them. Like I work at Summit, it means the world to me when my boss or my leader say, hey, can you share what Ramadan is with the team, right? And you give a presentation, whatever it is, right? Just to promote the inclusion and unity. And prayer is a big part of the Islamic faith. Sheikh touched on a little bit. We pray 5 times a day. It varies throughout the year. You pray 2, 3, 4 times at work, sometimes during the day shift. And we've been working with the oil sand companies. It's getting much better at getting prayer spaces, but it's always a challenge. And I would say, go walk inside the stairwells. You're going to see Muslims praying underneath the stairwells. You're going to see them praying in the change room. You're going to see them praying all over the place. Prayer is essential to every practicing Muslim, and they'll do whatever it takes to pray on time. So if you know any Muslim employees or students, please facilitate anything. It's a very basic area, small area. It just has to be clean and suitable for them to perform their prayers. Next, I'd like to call on Markaz Ul Islam President, Mr. Ramadan.
only 2 minutes. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Welcome to Islamic Center. We really appreciate you guys coming here and sharing the 1 day of fasting with us. It means lots to us. And this event makes us stronger, makes us more united, and make this community stronger and more inclusive. We really appreciate all the support we get from this community, and also we appreciate the contribution our Muslim community gives to the outer community as well. I want to take this opportunity as the president of the Markaz to thank all the volunteers who make this event happen, and special thanks to the sisters who made all the food for us, and I'm sure you guys will enjoy it. Assalamu alaikum.
Actually, that's my father. We've been in Fort McMurray my whole life, and this community has grown so much, especially the Muslim community. I don't know if anybody's seen the downtown mosque. When I was a small kid, I'm not super old, let's say over 3 decades ago, maybe going to do the evening prayers, there's only 5-10 people praying. Now we have 2 mosques. You can see just by the size of this mosque, the increase of the Muslim community and how diverse it is, and how many people all around the world are coming to Fort McMurray. So that just shows how amazing the city is. Right? So before I introduce the acting mayor from Joko, I just want to say a few words. We were going to give a recognition and a plaque to Mayor Sandy Bone. He's really been truly amazing in combating hate and supporting the Muslim community. So, acting mayor from Joko, you want to share a few words?
Thank you so much, and we'll ensure that the woman gets that appreciation. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you and good evening, everyone. I'm Councillor Funke Banjo. I'd like to acknowledge that the land on which we live, work, learn, and play is Treaty 8 territory, the traditional lands of the Cree, Andene, and the unceded territory of Métis. I'd like to acknowledge the presence of MLA Minister Brian Jean. Thanks for coming. And I don't know if any of the councillors from RFWB is here. I'd like to acknowledge all leaders, religious leaders, business leaders, everyone who has made it a point of duty to be here. Thank you. Again, on behalf of Mayor and the Bowman, Council and the entire municipality, I'm honored to take part in today's Fast-A-Thon as Ramadan continues to be recognized in our region and the community and members of Muslim faith. I'd like to start by thanking everyone at Markaz Ul Islam for hosting this event as part of Ramadan and of the opportunity to be part of it for all of us. It's greatly appreciated. For diversity, inclusion, friendship, community building, and for us to grow, it requires leaders and all of us take steps to ensure we are headed in the same and in the right direction. And that's exactly what we are doing today. Thank you. Again, I would like to commend everyone here who is involved, those who decorated the hall, those who are cooking, and generally this event since 2017. It's been open to people of all faiths and people from all walks. For my family, friends, colleagues, neighbors of Muslim faith, Ramadan is an important time for fasting, for prayer, for reflection, for community building, for sacrifice, self-improvement, for giving generously and supporting those in need. These are values that we should all embrace. These ideals build a foundation for a better and stronger. Today, by opening your doors in friendship, we create a positive opportunity for learning, understanding, connection, not only about Ramadan, but of Muslim faith. And I must say, I've learned one thing or the other during the present. And also about our shared home in Fort McMurray and Woodbury, a place where we are blessed and fortunate. Our community understands the toll and impact of these events and disasters around the world. People in Alberta, people in Canada and around the world were there for us in 2016 and 2020 when we had the fire on the floor. We have the responsibility to be there for others as they need us. First, this season, we all have to speak up We need to speak up and support one another. Finally, I want to acknowledge everyone who participated in fasting today. Thanks for the extending the hands of friendship to all of us. Again, thank you to the Markaz. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you all. God bless.
Thank you so much. Now this event, I don't want to get anybody misunderstanding, it's not a fundraiser. Right? Everything was, all the foods here, everything was donated by volunteers. We wanted everything to be welcoming. But every year we do Fast-A-Thon, we always ask them to buy a donation, and we always do some sort of cause. Every year we've been doing it for the food bank. This year we wanted to try something a little bit different. Islamic Relief Canada, which probably nobody here heard about, or maybe there are some that heard about it. They've been supporting the Fort McMurray community since the wildfire of 2016. Like hundreds of thousands of dollars. Last year they sponsored the event for Fast-A-Thon. They gave us $5,000 recently, a couple months ago, to the food bank. They're constantly supporting the local community here. But we know there's an international crisis, so we said, you know what, let's try to support internationally where they are suffering so much. And all you guys probably heard what's happening in Turkey and Syria, and the people of Syria have been suffering for many, many years through the war. But natural disaster, we know all about it in Fort McMurray, from the wildfires and the floods. We are so generous because people were so generous with us as well. I've seen that myself. My own house burned down as well. Amazing community, amazing harvest. Just a couple numbers here. This one of those earthquakes that's been happening the last few weeks. 45,000 dead in Turkey, over 5,000 killed in Syria. How many buildings? Altogether, almost 100,000 buildings destroyed. Can you even imagine? I don't think anybody here can even fathom what those people are going through. And a lot of the governments aren't there supporting insurance. Okay, you're going to get a brand new house, everything's going to be good. And there's orphans. Hundreds and thousands of orphans that I know nobody is supporting except Islamic Relief Canada is on the ground supporting them with shelter, food, education. So we just ask whatever humble amount you want to give after reception. Give it. It's not a fundraiser, as I mentioned before. There's no mandatory amount. But I know everybody in Fort McMurray is so generous. Whatever you want to give is going to Islamic Relief Canada, and they're on the ground. You can do your research if you want. You want tax receipts as well. And it's strictly going to help orphans affected by the earthquakes in Turkey and Syria. We really appreciate the generosity. Okay, questions? So we're going to break our fast. Sorry about that. If you have any questions, any additional information, there's actually an Islam information booth over there. No question is offensive, just as long as we're respectful and we're here to learn and get education. And there's also information about Islam, Catholics, whatever it is. If you are interested, it's there. And anybody can ask any of the questions you want. We'll get that information. Kahoot competition will happen after the prayer. So we have 3 minutes left. Allah.